So thank you so much. So the next speaker we have is Dr. Shaykher, who's by profession a cardiologist, has a deep conviction with spiritual essence and essentially core teachings of all religious traditions are in conflict with each other. As a founding chairman and president of South Florida Hindu Temple, he believes that religious conflicts and intolerance are the result of misrepresentation and misunderstanding. In an attempt to dispel these misconceptions and promote harmony, he has worked with many interfaith groups. So thank you.
Good evening, everybody, and thanks for giving me the opportunity. My topic is Hindutva and its meaning and misconceptions about Hindutva. And you might ask, well, what that has got to do with the topic on hand? We're talking about Kashmir and what's happened to Kashmir is, well, there's the relevance. The relevance is the heart-wrenching story that you just heard by my Kashmiri colleagues didn't happen because they were Kashmiris. It happened because they were Hindus. So ethnic cleansing was limited and restricted to Kashmiri Hindus because they were Hindus. And having heard the story on one side, then you hear about Hindutva, and people talk about it as if it was a disease or some kind of a measles, that you can't touch it. Not only people who don't know and understand Hinduism, but Hindus themselves sometimes. I'm sorry to say, the left-leaning people, it has become politically correct to talk of Hindutva in derogatory terms. And part of the problem might be that Hindus themselves don't quite understand what Hindutva is. And I think it's important for us to understand its meaning so that we're not defensive about it. And it is relevant to us because we suffered because we were Hindus. Hindutva is a word of two independent words, Hindu and Tattva. Tattva is the principles, the essence, the essential values of anything. We call Tattva. So essential principles or values of Hinduism is Hindutva. Now, are we saying, when we say Hinduism is bad, that the views and values and principles held by over 1 billion people in the world are wrong? No. It's because people don't recognize what the essential Hindu values are. Actually, if you come to think of it, word Hindu doesn't even exist in our scriptures. It was the name given to us by foreigners. Our true values are the values of Sanatana Dharma. And Sanatana Dharma is nothing but the eternal and universal laws of righteousness. Sanatana is eternal and universal, and Dharma is a closest term will be the righteousness. And these values and these principles are no different than the physical laws. Just as the physical laws govern the physical world, so do the principles of Sanatana Dharma govern the spiritual world. They're universal, they're eternal, they apply to everybody. And just as the physical laws don't change from place to place, gravity, principle don't change from United States to India. Similarly, spiritual laws don't change from place to place. They apply to all the human beings, in all the places, at all the times. And these principles, these values are values of Satya, Shanti, Prem, and Ahimsa. The truth, the righteousness, the love, and the non-violence. And these universal principles are what truly our ancient belief is. And for thousands of years, this is what Kashmiri Hindus and the rest of the Hindus actually believe in. But after what, we heard about the sorrow stories in the last, few decades. What hasn't been told here today, the entire Kashmir Valley was basically inhabited by Hindus. There was no other religion there. And in the last 500 years, there has been systematic genocide. But imagine, valley is surrounded by mountains. There was no internet, there was no TV, there was no CNN, and nobody heard about the genocide that's happened. And I'm told only 11 families survived. And the Kashmiri Hindus that you see today are the descendants of those 11 families. So, having recognized that, I was supposed to dispel the misconceptions about this Hindutva, and I'm given 5 minutes. And this is a 5,000-year-old civilization. So I don't think I can do justice to that in 5 minutes. But suffice it to say that I think world and those of you who don't understand need to understand that Hindutva is a universal view which accommodates every belief, every philosophy. It's not a Hindu domination. What it means that the very core of Sanatana Dharma is pluralism. And I'm not going to say tolerance, because tolerance means I'm going to tolerate you in spite of who you are. No, it's also acceptance. We for thousands of years in India accepted so many other cultures and religions because we believe in Sanatana Dharma. We do not need to be taught secularism as anybody else. The Sanatana Dharma core value is the secularism, and so I want everyone to be proud of it. Thank you.